Hey, Jiu-Jitsu Times, Pete McHugh here at McHugh Jiu-Jitsu. It's my man Rich. I'm going to show you guys a transition to the back off the Crucifix when somebody's like defending pretty well. So we're going to start turtle position, front pinch headlock. All right, now for the longest time, a lot of the back takes that I would do would just be anything I could do to get past my partner's elbow and get all the way back to like a side ride position. But lately, I'm just really worried about getting behind his armpit, all right? So I'm gonna use the front pinch headlock and I'm gonna squeeze my elbow in and I'm just gonna tuck my knee in underneath his armpit and squeeze so he can't, pull his arm out and then swim over his back. And now I'm a little bit higher in my side ride, but the fact that I'm behind his armpit, it lets me stay on his upper body a lot tighter, all right? And then this is gonna be his primary defensive hand, meaning that's the hand he wants to defend his neck with. So I get an overhook, and I just keep it away from his neck. It lets me threaten his neck a little bit better. So you can see he's gotta use this secondary hand to defend, all right? He's doing a pretty good job. I can't get to the choke. So now I'm gonna test his base, all right? I'm gonna use my hand on the mat. I'm gonna go to drag him to the side so his arm goes out. And then that knee I got on the inside, I'll slide it even deeper, all right? That's gonna let me step on his wrist, drag his arm back, and now he's in the Crucifix. And a lot of times your opponent, your training partner is gonna wanna almost get their hands together so that their arm doesn't get too exposed, all right, too isolated. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to like roll him through, like he's kind of squeezing on my leg, almost like a single leg. So instead of like jumping over or spinning over his head, I'll treat it like a Kimura trap. I'll get a 2-on-1 grip, and I'm just gonna step forward so that I can baseball slide under him and tilt, going all the way back. Right away, I wanna go right to his neck. So I replace that overhook on his wrist. I get really good head positioning, meaning my chin goes to his shoulder, and then immediately I'm gonna go after his neck. If I can, I'll get all the way underneath his chin. If his chin is down too tight, just like John Danaher tells us, we wanna make a half fist, start to slide in underneath the jaw, and then spider walk across, closing the circle. This is a great spot. A lot of times I'll get the finish. Somebody's a little bit longer, a little bit stronger, they're gonna start to hip up. Yeah, just like that. So now that he's a little bit higher up on my chest, I don't have that stadium seating. I don't have as much leverage to finish the choke. A lot of it's just a squeeze with my arm now, all right? But his hips came up. So all I have to do with this inside leg is turn my hip, all right? Slide my knee under, and then take my partner's back. And then let's not neglect the bottom hook, meaning I don't wanna just stay here where he can jump over the hook. Immediately, inside circle, all right? And I post up on my partner's hip. If you guys want, you can go for that one-arm choke here. If you're having trouble finishing, second hand comes out, and I go right for a rear naked choke. Let's see it again a little bit faster. I'll show you guys a little variation. So we start front pinch headlock. I pull the elbow away so that I could tuck my knee in, and I swim right over. I'm trying to get to his neck. I break his posture in so I can slide my knee through, catch. Try to roll over, I can't do it. I'm trying to roll and flip over his head, I can't do it, so I get a 2-on-1 grip. Baseball slide, I break him down. Immediately, I control his wrist, get good head positioning, and I slide under for the one-handed choke. To alleviate the pressure, he's gonna bridge up now. My inside leg is controlling his arm. In transition, if I can, I'll do an inside circle with my outside leg, slide my knee under, turn my hips, and then fall. And now I have his arm trapped. So now it's very easy to get the hand out and then finish. Crucifix to the back. Try it out.